Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Jill Nixons, and welcome to the third episode of our little talk show powered by Double Bluff Esports. This week we meet with Becomin, the latest addition to Double Bluff Esports roster, and he is playing in the jungle position. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good as well. Can you maybe introduce yourselves to everyone watching? Like, who are you? Where are you from? How old are you? All
So,
the basic
my
information.
real name is Hyunsu So, and my IGN is Becoming. I play for DBE. I play jungle, and I'm from South Korea, and I'm 19 years old.
Okay. And when did you discover League of Legends? Like, are you a long time player or is it something that you discovered?
Actually, I found about it when I was 9,
Okay.
I think. I saw my brother playing it, but back then there was only one computer in my house, so I could only watch him play, but I didn't really get to play.
Okay.
So it was just a game I know about for a while, and I started playing a lot since years ago, I think.
Okay. And did you get interested in the esports instantly or is it something that came later?
No, um, I started to watch competitive leagues 2019,
Okay.
so it has been around 4 years. But before then, I had no idea about it, except Faker is the best player in the world. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people would agree with that. And how did you manage to get into the scene? Like, what made you think I want to play pro?
Um, so starting from 2019, I've watched a lot of games and inspired me. Not only the gameplays, but players had stories, and I really liked some of them. It was really heartwarming to watch every words, and seeing that people achieving their dreams was something different.
Hmm.
So I really liked watching it. So if I watched it, I have also dreamed about it. So I decided I can try to
Yeah.
become one of them. So this is my first year of trying it.
Okay. And how long would you say you will try before going to LEC? Like, how long is it in your dream? In an ideal world, let's say.
I guess it depends how fast I improve. Yeah. Um, but the length I want is about 1 year,
Okay.
less than a year actually. Mm.
Okay.
By yeah, make it there, I want to make it fast, and yeah, I think it should be 1 year or less for now.
Okay, and when you started being interested in the esports scenes, were you already good at the game, or did you have like a few years where you just played chill and didn't really try hard?
Yeah, it's the second one.
Yeah.
So basically, I have Asian parents who doesn't really like seeing their children play any computer games.
Okay.
So I got accepted to a university, and ever since then, they didn't really care that much about the game.
Okay.
So I started playing a lot since then, and I hit masters in the first season. I played a lot, and suddenly I wanted to play something, a game more competitive and with better people in it. So I think that's when I got interested in the esports scene.
Okay, what are you studying at the university?
I'm studying economics and management,
Okay,
but I am taking 1 year break for now.
okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Uh, Back to Double Bluff Esports. When you started applying to teams, why did you choose to go into Prime League? Did you choose to go into Prime League specifically, or is it where you got some
Yes.
opportunities?
So I had gaming buddies that uh plays with me,
Hmm.
and we actually tried. So to start with, most of them lives in Germany, and they are very aware of the league.
Okay,
And we started out a team between friends. It was fifth division, and that was Prime League as well.
okay,
So after that, just asked my buddy, how are the things in esports scene? Like, if you wanna play, what's the best league to apply for? And he said the best one to start with is Prime League, and they do speak in English as well. So I thought that was the perfect fit for me.
okay. And you started with Prime League. It's something that we discussed with Didi back then, like when we did the first interview. Like he thinks that the Prime League environment is great because if you're good, you will climb and you will get to the top, which is not something every ERL has. Is it something that you share with Didi? Is it an opinion that you share?
Oh yes, I agree with him, and I hear a lot of stories with yeah regarding climbing, I guess. I feel like this league is very transparent, and from third division, everybody knows each other and how good they are. And if you are recognized, I think it's pretty easy to climb up. So I do agree with him.
Okay, that's nice to hear. How did you choose to commit with Double Bluff Esports? Like, did you have multiple tryouts, and this one was the most convincing, or
Actually, I was gonna take a rest for this season and just try to climb up the solo queue.
okay,
And by the time when tryouts are almost gone, Didi just requested me for friend and started explaining about the team. And uh, I'm not gonna lie, his words are very convincing. And I decided to maybe have a tryout with the team and
okay,
just to see how it is and if the team really has the possibility to climb up the ladders, as Didi said. And in the tryouts, I was very surprised as well as I was very happy with the gameplays that this team provided, and as well as the environment. It was really good. Everybody had respect for each other. So luckily, Didi and the team also liked me. So that's where I just felt I need to be in this team for a season and maybe to give it a try.
okay. And as you just said, you came in late in the tryout season. You came in an environment where everyone already had played one split with each other. How hard is it to integrate yourself as the only newcomer?
Not hard at all, I think. Everybody is just really kind and they're not really kind of people that are hard to get along each other. So screams are really good and there's no problem with it.
Okay. In terms of gameplay, did you had to adapt a bit your gameplay to the established team identity, or is it something that basically just clicked with the other players?
The thing is that about this team, what I've really liked about it, this team always prefers to play the meta, meaning
Okay.
that they might not have a clear identity of what kind of plays they desire, but they can fit into any comp and any place. So it was just matter of mm, maybe learning new kind of plays.
Okay.
Otherwise, I also play the meta all the time, so there was not really a problem with it.
Okay. And you say you play the meta very often. Is it are you like some kind of fast learner, I'd say? Are you something that someone that adapts really easily with how the meta changes? Or is it like you play basically everything so you can adapt faster?
When there are champions that I don't know how to play in the meta, I try to practice it and search for good people who plays it. And yeah, I'm more of a learner than playing everything. But I do. It's not like I'm OTP of something. So I think any champions are kind of easy to learn. So um yeah, I'm more of a fast learner, I guess.
Okay. Uh, which pro leagues do you follow? Like, do you watch ALC,
Mm,
LCK,
I
LCS
watch
maybe?
mainly LCK because it's my home country and there are many players in it which I really love.
Okay,
And secondly, LEC or LPL, I guess. More of LEC because that's the region I'm playing in.
okay.
And yeah,
Which of those region would you say is the best? Like, is LPL better than LCK or like in terms of gameplay? Which one is the strongest?
this is what I think every spring. Every spring, I think LPL is really strong. Like they always look really strong, unbeatable. But that's not what happens when we go to Worlds, because for the past two Worlds, LCK, three of the LCK teams were in the semifinals. So I think for now LPL looks stronger, but we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, it's basically this every year. LPL is stomping everyone, and then other regions catch up. What is your opinion on the current meta in jungle and in competitive? But since you play jungle, let's talk a bit more about jungle first. What is your opinion on that? Like, is the
Um,
meta nice?
Basically,
Is it fun to play? Maybe.
um, I would say yeah, it's fun to play always. Mm, but I think current meta is really heavy reliant on bot lane. And I think jungle's job is to make every lane as comfortable as possible.
Hmm.
And in solo queues, when jungle gets many kills, it's really carryable. But it's not the same thing in team games because they don't really give kills that easily as they do in solo queue.
Hmm.
And um, it's all based on visions and objectives. So it does really get late game, and when it gets to late game, it's the ADCs that shine. So I think uh, current meta is just matter of who feeds the bot more than the enemy. Yeah.
Okay. And is it why you sometimes play Kindred to be the AD carry and have the shine on you?
Kindred used to be really good in the meta, but she got nerfed recently. So compared to other junglers, that have power spike faster, such as Wukong, Vi. I think she stands uh, far away from it. Yeah, because jungler's job is to just have prio early and to
Yeah,
have an impact in the game, but Kindred should farm early. So yeah, actually, I wanted to carry sometimes, so it was nice to play Kindred, but I don't think I will do that anymore. So that's pity.
that's unlucky because Kindred is a very fun champion to watch.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is.
yeah, definitely. With the preseason, the new season that started a few months ago with the new items, would you say that some of those items, like Radiant Virtue,
Mm.
had a positive impact on the game, or is it something that you find maybe is too strong, should be balanced around jungle, or what's your opinion?
Um, it was really strong. As well as the Jaksho's before the nerfs.
Hmm.
I think always the new items were created very recently, so they are just good in general, and it's usually hard to balance them between the old items. Um, I would say it needs a balancing. Yeah, it just got nerfed, so I will have to see how it goes.
Hmm.
But the concept it has is really unique, and I think it's pretty well made.
Yeah, it opened up some things like Vi wasn't really playable back then, like before that
Huh?
item,
Yep.
and now with it, it's very good because it brings a lot of utility to
Yes,
the
it
team.
does.
If you had the possibility to make one champion in the game meta in the jungle, who would it be? Like a champion that you would really love to be meta to be able to play it.
I would say Silas Jungle. Um, it it seemed to be pretty strong in the preseason, but as competitive leagues start, uh, we could kind of notice that it was just for solo queue because the thing about it is that it clears camps really uh, slowly, so it's just really hard to scale because it's a champion that's good when it scales. And maybe I hope that um, they could patch him in a way that it's easier to clear rather than strong in fight.
Hmm.
So he's actually usable in team games as well.
Yeah, back in the days when Sylas got released, it was a very good, very good jungle champion, and his clear speed was one of his strengths. So it's pretty sad to see that it's not the case anymore, and maybe one day they will give him a shot again.
Yeah.
About the the cheese ganks, I want to talk about that because we saw you do cheese ganks like on the last two days. You cheese ganked the bot lane once with Maokai and once with Garibs. Is it something that is practiced a lot and that you use to surprise enemy teams, or is it just the game fitted it, so you just went for it?
First of all, I think level 2 gank is a privilege that blue team gets because what's important about ganking is that for a jungler, if he has red, he has more potential to kill when ganking.
Hmm.
So you can just do a red camp alone and gank bot afterwards. This is only possible because Riot has nerfed the invades, and it's now very hard to kill the enemy camps.
Hmm.
So, also, as well as I explained earlier, it's really important to impact, have an impact on bot.
Yeah.
So it's an early gank that can cost enemy bot many spells, even kills, and it will just make them really uncomfortable throughout the laning phase. So yeah, it's not that risky as it seems, but also really impactful. So if you have an angle to do it, it's really good to do it.
Okay. And as you said, yeah, it's very, very good on blue side. On red side, it's quite complicated. Like, you could do it on top, but would you really want to chase gang top?
Yeah, not really.
Not really.
Yep.
How hard was it to adapt to competitive games to you? Like, it's very different from solo queue, as you pointed out a bit earlier. Like, was it something that you had trouble adapting to?
My biggest problem was that I do not speak as much because when I play solo queue, I just play in silence.
Hmm.
But when it comes to team game, we are talking to each other. We can share informations, and if you're not able to talk while playing the game, it will cost you a lot and your team a lot because when you can make plays with all the given informations, uh, you will not be able to provide them in the first place. So I found it kind of tricky to adapt to speaking while playing the game.
Okay, and now it's all good. You speak a lot to your teammates and you share the informations.
Yep, I do.
You do, and that's really good. You talked about the invade changes. Do you think it was a good thing for the game, or do you think it was maybe overtuned and it's kind of killed a gameplay style?
Uh, about the invade nerfs.
Yes.
I didn't really like it, and I still don't really like it though. This is because in season 11 we had a risk in ganking,
Yeah.
and this is because they can always just counter clear our camps and cost us for ganking. But this is really you can still invade, but it's just nerfed itself. So it's still it's more valuable now to sit on ganking than losing just farming. Um, so it kind of erases, yeah, erases the amount of play that jungle can do.
Hmm.
So I don't really like it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to Double Bluff Esports a bit before wrapping it up. We are playing in the Division 4.5, and so far we are 4-0. We're playing tomorrow or next game. What would you say are our chances to qualify to playoffs and then win them to promote to Div 3?
You can just continue working like we are doing right now, and it should be fine. Um, it's not necessary that we have to just maintain this gameplay, but um, if we continue on working like we are doing now, we will just improve throughout the split, and by the playoffs, I think we'll be really strong team.
Okay. And would you say that Division 3 is like, would you say that some teams in Division 3 are really beatable, given the quality of the current roster and the amount of work that we are putting in?
Right now,
Yeah.
surely, yeah, I think they're beatable. Um, but I always like to make things sure, like
Hmm.
100%, and uh, I aim to even beat second division teams already, so we can be like pretty sure we're promoting to Division 3. Yeah,
Okay,
I think that right now, I think we are very, very good. We are managing the game as meant in the comp, in the draft. We know what we are doing, and the current patch has favored our team even more. So I think we can beat Division 3 teams already.
okay. How would you say the current patch favored the team?
I'm sorry.
Why do you say that the patch has favored the team? Like, what changes pushed you even further?
I could see that the engaged support has got buffed,
Hmm.
and I think Sammy's more keen to playing the engaged supports.
Okay,
So we'll be able to make a lot of plays between jungle support, duo, and around the map, as well as the Lee Sin buff. I I am actually a Lee Sin main, so we
okay,
can force maybe one ban for now. And yeah, I think there was a buff for jungle support movement, and support can now impact the map more than the lane. So I think we are better in that.
okay. That's really exciting to hear. I'm hoping that we will be able to see your listen someday. It's uh, it's a champion that you can do a lot with. So it's really, it's always a pleasure when I hear someone say I'm good at listen because I love seeing good listens. So what are your goals on the short and long term? Like, let's say by the end of 2023, where would you like to stand on an ideal scenario?
Um, I'd like to see myself hitting challenger in
Hmm.
solo, as well as playing in maybe or higher division. That's my goal for this year.
Okay. Have you ever reached challenger?
No,
Oh, no. I hope you will very soon because you're good at the game and you're putting the work. So I think this is a very reachable goal. It
thank you.
looks like we are quite at the end of our time. Do you have maybe something, one last thing to say, something to someone to shout out, some anything basically you'd like to say to wrap it up?
Um, yeah, I think this interview might not be seen by many people, but I think I want to find this maybe interview when I am big in the future,
Yeah, hopefully.
and I would like to just be nostalgic with this interview, maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
I maybe in a few years I'll be able to say, look this guy playing the world's finals. I was the first person to interview him. Hopefully.
yeah. Hopefully, I'll play in a bigger scene, and I may just come back to this video one time.
Hopefully. I really hope so. Thanks a lot, Becomin, for your time,
Thank you.
and I will let you go back to your activities. Thanks a lot, and have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, that's pretty much the end of our time today. Thanks, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, like, everything. The usual, I'm not good at this. Have a good one. We will see you next week. Bye.